It's time for a date with Damien. How do you do? I have been finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. The extended cut is the only cut worth watching. Dad tip number 38. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's datebook page dadbook page, datebook page, oh dear. Dadbook page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Taylor, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in the gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Oh, whoa, there's more. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours, humbled, D. Bloodmarch. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda! Amanda pops out of her room. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Hey, are you all right? Oh, yeah, totally. I'm cool. I just found out that the succulent I've been watering and singing to for the last 3 months is actually made out of plastic. Even the dirt was fake. Oh, honey. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? You have to tell me what's actually wrong. I'm sorry about your plant. What do we think? Do we think we can actually get an answer out of her, or do we think we're stuck? I think I might do... Are you sure that's all you're upset about? If there's, you know, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really. I am unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I am not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad? Kids got over saying lol and LMAO whenever and decided that they needed to bring it back to the 1800s. So, what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Yeah. Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up the suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So, you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Huh. Like, the first 5 pages when I read a review of the movie. Still got a B, though. Great. So what do I say to Damien? Yeah. I got this. I love Amanda so much. Yes, is an excellent character. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Taylor. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. I make a short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor. Estate? The Gothic architecture looms over the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull out the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and the hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of whom I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Taylor, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and seeing Damien standing at the top of the majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. Oh, okay. Definitely a way to make an impression, Damien, right? Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again, for some reason. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's, my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenager years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall when Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from the floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly proud of this room. Look out the windows, look at the butterflies, pick up a book. That's enough of the tour. So let's pick up a book. You know, Taylor, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into the life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Satsuki had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Satsuki. Satsuki smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. The fact that Damien has bound fan fiction like, has printed and bound fan fiction and has it on a shelf in his library still cracks me up so much. Cracks me up. That's a rare book from my private collection. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Man has his life together better than me. A mood, though. Such a mood. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. The pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. I walk to the window and I am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups on one hand now. Damn! Did you know the Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? I follow Damien into his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out on a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having high tea. I never thought I'd get it to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
Oh.
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day, when the working class had to enjoy tea, and the height of the tables on which they were served. Oh, my dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's, informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. I like your cape. Are there lots of goths in Maple Bay? And your home is really impressive. So, we screwed up Dragon Age Inquisition with Iron Bull. So I want to make sure that we do this right. So we're going to be smart. We're going to do our choices smartly. Because we want to end up with Damien. Damien is the goal here. So, your home is really impressive. It seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place. But, thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place. And look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous.
Oh.
That's very generous of you to say. What's got you so interested in goth stuff?
Oh.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you to the city?
Huh.
Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's... You know, the song? Amanda made me listen to it. I'm so glad someone finished that. Yes. When I was a young boy. Yes. Seriously? Especially since his kid has a Black Parade poster on his door. Like, you would think he would at least be familiar with it, but apparently not. Apparently not. I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What? You would think. Yeah, you would think, right? You would think, but no. No, he is completely oblivious. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be, admittedly, horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Taylor, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about sharing anything the way you care about stuff. Great Asker, hello friend! How the heck are you? It is lovely to see you back today. How's things out in your neck of the woods?
Oh.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing, and quite honestly, rather attractive.
Oh.
Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. Let's see here. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. I love me some word jumbles. I learned to juggle once. Let's see here. What do we need? We like, yes, the word jumbles. The word jumbles. The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know? And I think people would appreciate them more if we had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really. Oh, so you're a writer. In a sense. I'm good. Yeah, the usual things going on. Thought I'd pop in and show some love. Great Asker, it is so lovely to see you in stream today. I was hanging out. I was lurking the Dragon Armory stream earlier today. It is so lovely to get to see you guys live on Twitch these days, too. I'm glad to see you guys back at it. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches.
Oh.
Come, I have one more thing to show you. Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air. My garden. It's beautiful.
Oh.
Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could have different meanings depending on the other flowers it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous, bright orange flower off a vine. Lilium bulbiferum.
I am so sweet. Aw, you're so sweet.
You're so sweet! So there. It's good to be back. 7 months off streaming. Lost track a bit. Yeah! Jeez. I didn't realize that it had been 7 months. Are you still streaming solo? As well? Did I misspell that? Did I not make it British enough? Did I not do it right? Yes, I did not make it British enough. Let me fix that. I forgot the U. You guys have a new icon! It looks great. I love it. Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? I can speak. Let's see here. What was the... I have my little guide up to the side here so that we can get the romance story with Damien just right. So, the options are my loins are ablaze, thou art the tightest, or 3 cheers of sweet revenge. And the second option is the correct one, apparently. Yeah, it was a while. We were working on a film. Yeah, just as I just started streaming solo again, only now and then, when I don't need sleep. Yes. Yes. Yes, sweet revenge is supposed to give us, like, the hearts, but this one gives us more than hearts. wouldn't have expected that one either. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, honeysuckle, or sunflowers. Apparently, both these two options are the same. So, I think a good option for Greyfort is honeysuckle. They smell really good. And then you can eat the tiniest little drop of nectar when you pull the stem out. I'll have to remember that when I put a bouquet together for you. He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. Oh, main character, you're so cute! Oh my goodness. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. Oh, Taylor, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it.
Oh.
Damien smiles and walks back into the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I had tried to start that one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Yeah, let's see if I remember how to fix the statue. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle.
Fix that guard.
Start. Let's see here. There we go. There we go.
Goal.
S+, legendary. I don't remember doing that well last time, but phew, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Taylor, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but, it's Lucien. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school, post-haste. Do you need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go! Alrighty, so before we get into this discussion with Hugo, I think it is time for today to call it quits. Yes, the Amontillado stunt. Yes, I am excited to play through that scene again. It is going to be a good time. But another lovely, lovely time here with Dream Daddy. I hope you guys are enjoying getting back into it.